Good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are studying well, and I hope you don't have any problem or difficulty in studying the subject. So, the topic which I have taken for today's lecture is aspects of film. When we talk about plot, setting, characterization, or such kind of things about any particular film, that means we are discussing about uh, aspects of film. So basically, there are three aspects of film that should be taken care of while making any of the film. Every filmmaker take care of such kind of things. When we talk about aspects of film, basically there are three aspects of film that we should discuss. First, literary aspect. Second, dramatic aspect, and third, cinematic aspect. So first of all, we will discuss about literary aspect. As it is clear with this term, literary, that means we are discussing about something that is related to literature. So literary aspects are those kind of aspect that film shares with literature. Suppose you talk about plot or character or setting, theme, point of view of the filmmaker, that is very essential, and recurring images and the use of symbols. So when we focus on all these things, that means we are focusing on literary aspect of any film. Uh, for making any of the film, it is very important to pay proper attention to the plot. If the plot is loose, obviously the filmmaker would not be able to prepare a proper film. uh, Characters, that is equally important, that makes the film more you can say effective. Setting and theme, these things are very essential, and while using such kind of things, the filmmakers focus on the understanding and the likings of the audience. So according to that, they decide what kind of literary aspect should be used for a particular kind of audience. Now we will move towards dramatic element or dramatic aspect. So the aspect of film that shares with live drama, uh, such kind of aspects are known as dramatic aspect. So in dramatic aspect, we focus on characters portrayal, lighting created on set, costume, sets, props, makeup, and director's personal stamp. See, suppose you see a film that is a horror film, and there is no dim light, there is no sign of darkness. So obviously, it will not create a very great impact. In most of the horror movies, you must have seen that uh, lighting is dim, darkness is there, and a kind of monotony, a kind of horror that is created. So obviously, light creates a great impact. If the filmmaker has to show that everything is very bright, everything is very beautiful and lively, so in that case, they use so much light. So that is the impact of light. And costume, sets, props, it makes the film more attractive. Um, these are the things that connect the audiences with the film. Suppose you are watching a film that is about tribal races, and you see the tribal people in pant shirt or in western dresses. So obviously you will not connect with that, you will not find it logical. So these things are very essential, and when you discuss about all these things, that means you are discussing about dramatic elements. So now you can very well understand what is the importance of dramatic element. And the third element that we should discuss is, or the third aspect that we should discuss is cinematic aspect. Cinematic techniques or cinematic aspect include framing, camera angle, and obviously the movement of camera during a shot, as well as sound and editing used in a film. So when we focus on all these things, that means we are focusing on cinematic aspect. These things are also very essential to make the film more effective, so that it can create a great impression on audience's mind. So these were the three aspects of film basically. If a filmmaker pays attention to all these three aspects well, then obviously the film will become more effective. It will attract more and more people. Uh, and certainly, or you can say for sure, the audience will connect with the film. with the theme, with the characters, with the set, with the cinematic aspect, all these things. So I hope that today's lecture is clear to you all, and I have already provided you notes. So I hope that you will not feel any kind of difficulty regarding this topic now. Uh, okay, that's fine. So I rest my lecture over here.